Hello, my name is Isaiah McCombs. I am a Hocking College nursing student. I am speaking about the importance of nutrition and health to help make a difference in people's lives. While many people believe that eating a balanced diet is mainly about losing weight, eating a nutritionally based diet and exercise regularly are important to prevent major disease processes and decrease the amount of visits to the hospital. I will first start by discussing why nutrition is important and what it actually is. Nutrition refers to anything a person eats or drinks, and nutrients from food is what are used for the body to function. Nutrients are classified into macro and micronutrients. Macronutrients being proteins, carbs, and fat, and micronutrients being vitamins and minerals. Also, foods and beverages have calories, which are the amount of energy you get from them. In the right amount, they can help you grow, develop, and help your immune function. If you are eating too many calories, which leads to fat stores in your body, which leads to obesity, and obesity can lead to many disease processes such as diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and heart disease. According to Caroline Denton of the University of Minnesota, nutrients are the nourishing substances in food that are essential for growth and development and maintenance of body functions. Essentially meaning that if a nutrient is not present, aspects of function and therefore human health are declined. When nutrient intake does not regularly meet the nutrient needs, metabolic processes are slowed down. Also, according to Caroline and her research, has a personal testimony about how eating a healthy diet can help decrease your risk. Their testimonial is from a woman that is 53 years old named Lynn. She had elevated triglyceride and cholesterol levels, high blood pressure, and acid reflux for the past 15 years. She also had systemic inflammation and constipation. She decided one day she would want to decrease her blood pressure and cholesterol medication and become more healthy. After 12 weeks of changing her diet, she stated she started to feel much better and her inflammation and experienced less pain and less constipation. With her story, I also have my own. I went to my doctor in Children's Hospital in Columbus. The doctor came in and told me I was obese, had high cholesterol, elevated blood pressure for my age, and I was pre-diabetic. This was a lot for me to take in at 16 years old. So I had to go home and research them all. And after I've researched for about a year and took it all in, I decided to look into nutrition and how it can help me later in my life and help decrease the risk for these possibilities. After a year, I was no longer hypertensive or diabetic or high cholesterol levels. And I'm now at an average body weight for my height. Since then, I have continued nutrition for the past 4 years and continue to spread and talk about nutrition with many people. Since I have established the necessity of nutrition and balance in one's life, I will next discuss the importance of slowly introducing healthier choices. Many people believe that healthy eating is all or nothing aspect and leads to many people reverting back to their fatty foods and high sugar foods. Changing from an unhealthy option to a healthier one can be slowly introduced and work their ways to a healthy lifestyle one day at a time. According to the helpguide.org, to set up for success, think about planning a healthy diet as a number of small, manageable steps like adding a salad to your diet a day rather than one big drastic change. As your small changes become habit, you can continue to add healthy foods. According to the Help Guide, the key to any healthy diet is moderation. But what is moderation? In essence, it means eating only as much food as the body needs. You should feel satisfied at the end of a meal, but not stuffed. Moderation is about balance, despite what fad diets will tell you. When trying to keep moderation, don't look at foods as off limits, because you'll often crave those foods. A way you can do this is if you're craving chocolate. Eat a small amount, like 150 calories of chocolate when you're having this craving, and then cut it out later in the day. But if you're still feeling hungry in the end of the day, load up on more nutritionally dense foods which are less calories, such as spinach, broccoli, lettuce. Taking your time can also help you feel satiated before you really even realize it. My personal experience with finding ways to avoid cravings started off hard. I started off using Weight Watchers, which helped me to lose about 50 pounds and help with my obesity problem. I didn't feel as healthy as I wanted to be. Weight Watchers is based on a point system, which you get a certain amount of points for your age, height, and gender, and your activity level. I would load up on the non-nutritious foods and use all my points, and then would not eat the rest of the day, and it just didn't feel like a healthy way of dieting. So I began to look into more nutrition and better ways to go about this. I then changed my diet to eating everything, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and less fatty foods, just keeping the healthier fatty foods such as olive oil, avocado, peanut butter, and not in excess. I would do this for 6 days a week, and then I would splurge. I would eat anything in sight until I felt so much discomfort that I couldn't even look at food again. I would do this, and it was very uncomfortable and very unhealthy. It brought me down to 160 pounds, but I looked sick and ill. So I cut out the splurging meals and began to eat all nutritional foods every day of the week, and it's progressively got me to where I am now. Another way for moderation is when you're going out to eat with your family, because the world, everything revolves around food, such as meetings, parties, family gatherings. I choose for the more healthier options when I'm at these gatherings and eat less. And then if I'm hungry afterwards, I'll go home and eat a more nutritionally balanced food, and so I can participate in the event and still keep on track with my nutrition. Now that I have established the importance of nutrition and how to slowly introduce better ways, I would like to talk to you as parents of children, how your choices affect your child. Now, thinking about your children and the type of role model you become to them, children look up to their parents for what they eat. Many children in today's society are acquiring disease processes such as high blood pressure and diabetes because their parents are feeding them more sugary and fatty foods. And the childhood obesity rate is about 17% of children and adolescents aged 2 to 19. Changing the way parents approach nutrition with their children can help them. According to the American Academy of Family Physicians, by teaching and encouraging healthy habits, you are giving your child important tools for a lifetime of healthy living. Offering foods that are healthy and appealing can help promote children to make better choices while eating. Also, offering several fruits and vegetables every day instead of the sugary foods that they enjoy give them the healthier option. Being a model for your children can help better with food options and incorporate physical activity into both yours and your child's day to increase your health. How would you feel if you knew your child was set up for a life of cardiovascular disease and diabetes? I personally would not want my child to go down these roads or deal with these diseases. So if they learn now about healthy eating and the importance of it, it can set them up later in life for less disease processes from developing, therefore preventing them. Encouraging your child to play outside and being a part of their exercise can also help increasing their activity. Just going outside for 30 minutes to 60 minutes a day can help beneficially with getting them up and moving and help with their body function and growth. Many people believe that it's too expensive to eat healthy, but in reality, think about it in this term. The upfront price of nutrition is expensive, and the sugary options are less. But when you have to take your child or yourself to the doctor routinely because they're having problems, and then they have to be put on medication, this is going to cost you more than buying nutritious food throughout the day or throughout the weeks. So, in conclusion, nutrition is a vital part of living a healthy life. Without a balanced diet, one can easily be on the track of life-threatening disease and obesity. While many people believe that eating a balanced diet is mainly for losing weight, and eating a nutritionally balanced diet and exercising regularly are important to prevent major disease processes and decrease the amount of visits to the hospital. Some of the main ideas to think about when trying to find a balanced diet and lifestyle would be that nutrition is everything that you eat or drink, so it's important to watch everything you put into your body. It's also important to get adequate exercise to supplement this diet. Another important idea is that you shouldn't just jump into a full unhealthy eating and cutting everything out of your diet. It is important to slowly swap better choices for poor ones, and moderation is the key. Finally, parents need to set a good example for their children by making good food choices so that their children become making better food choices. Overall, I know it is like to have bad decisions in my life and my diet, and on my verge of many diseases that easily are avoidable. I work my way to health and balanced lifestyle, so can you. Just take care of yourself and pay attention to what you put into your body. Thank you.